Tom, you have to edit this anyways. You can just jump right after the ad read to the beginning of the game and make this a Patreon exclusive, and we can just do a cut and say, and that whole bit was a Patreon exclusive for people on patreon.com/theinterestingnerdclub.
Yeah.
If you want to hear the story about Mira fighting a palmetto bug and me, Tom, and Taco talk about football for an extended period of time.
Now. Stealing my bits. All right.
I did. I intercepted it in football terms.
Piece of absolute garbage.
So what we're doing, the actual video we're doing right now.
The actual video, now that we've established that all of that is a Patreon exclusive, and Tom has to do more editing.
Yeah, we are going to play Dating Game of Thrones because Zach Duke and I recorded 3 full videos today. 2 of them, one of them is a nightmare. One of them is extremely good and I like it a lot, and one of them is a nightmare. So
for a different reason.
Of a different kind.
Yeah, the first one is a nightmare, I believe, is a true theory, and it's just gross and uncomfortable.
Yeah, yep.
And the last one is a theory that will never be true, and I'm stupider for having ever thought about it.
Yeah, yep. Everyone is injured.
Yes.
Going to Jupiter to get stupider.
Yep. 3d6 psychic damage, please.
Oh my god, nerds!
Yeah. I hear we have some kind of club.
I don't like it. I'm such a nerd that when I go, I want to give these guys swirlies. Like, you know how nerd you are when I roll my eyes.
Can we get like a magnet or like a pin of like Jamie giving like Sam a swirly or something?
I feel like that's some bad taste. What it should be is Jamie should be getting revenge on somebody with that swirly. Like Sam didn't do anything to him, right?
Yeah, but that's the whole point. He's picking on the nerd.
Yeah, but Sam's
that's
a nerd.
True.
No, because they got beat up by somebody else. You pick on the nerd.
There are more evil nerds in A Song of Ice and Fire. We can at least make it so.
Roderick the Reader.
Name 8.
Qyburn. Roderick the Reader's a good one.
Are we describing Roderick as more evil than Sam?
No, but he's a nerd.
He's that he like. I feel like willingly going along with Ironborn Conquest is like evil.
But I mean, he did argue against it. I think he recognizes that it's inevitable.
Yeah, and then he raped and pillaged like the rest of his countrymen.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't want to go burn down villages full of innocent people. Under protest, I want you to know I'm burning down this village under protest.
He doesn't.
Mirror reads.
He's at the.
I have a video about Roderick the Reader, so go ahead and watch it. He didn't stay home.
Okay.
Let me plug my own video.
Wait.
Check out the Let's Talk About Roderick the Reader video.
Thanks for a plug that I recognized when I heard it. Go check out my channel. Thank you guys. I'm really good at this YouTube crap.
Anyway.
Wait, are we talking about evil nerds? Because I was going to throw in Bloodraven.
Oh, yeah. Bloodraven's a super evil nerd.
Honestly, I kind of want to put
the first Targaryen.
I kind of want to put like Euron on this list.
Euron's absolutely. Euron's a dweeb. He's going around and finding like ancient treasures and stuff like that.
Oh, he's LARPing.
You guys know those nerds in like 9th grade, but in 10th grade they got in the Norwegian death metal and they started wearing corpse paint makeup.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
Like, dude, we played Magic the Gathering last year. You're a nerd. I don't care what.
The person with corpse paint and the Cannibal Corpse T-shirt will still play Magic the Gathering with you from experience.
All right, true. And if you want to hear all of that, that is a Patreon exclusive. We got 2 of them in one video. We're 32 minutes into a 30-minute video. Let's get started.
38,000 minutes.
We are playing we're playing my brain is broken.
Dating Game of Thrones.
Dating Game of Thrones. Thank you. So, who wants to be the host first? Who wants to be a contestant on Dating Game of Thrones?
Well, what host should I be? Is this like should I be Steve Harvey or Alex Trebek?
No, you're the contestant. No, you're are showing up to get dates.
Okay.
Who? I guess who here needs a date the most?
I'm married, so no, I'm good.
Not me. I'm permanently, voluntarily single.
Yeah.
So I
Except
think
for
Zach
that
needs
palmetto bug she started seeing.
those every
you
night
wanna
in my
hear-
dreams. I kill him again.
Every night in my dreams,
No, we had that already.
I kill palmetto bugs.
It is a working theory that that the real identity of Rhaegar Targaryen is a palmetto bug.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Wait, so
That's
we're gonna
that's
tell-
It is a theory that the
notorious-
real identity of Rhaegar Targaryen is Celine Dion.
well, one day. One day, Gregor Samsa woke up and found himself to transform into a hideous Rhaegar Targaryen.
Oh, there you go.
Zach, I have great news for you. You are a contestant on a dating show.
I'm a contestant on a dating show, and nobody laughs at my Franz Kafka joke.
Sorry,
I
I
feel
was
like we're all
yawning.
doing
It was
you a
funny.
favor by not laughing at it.
Do you know how rare it is to get a setup for a Franz Kafka joke? You have to go for it.
No one understands my Kafkaesque humor on purpose. We all didn't want to understand it.
So Zach,
No,
you
nobody laughing at your Kafka joke is the most Kafka outcome possible.
I'm gonna slam every person in this call through a table.
I didn't like the metamorphosis.
So I don't know if you guys know, but we're here to play a dating Game of Thrones.
And talk about football.
You're welcome.
About
Just
football.
get moving.
Moving.
Zach, you are a contestant, and the rest of us,
Yes.
the other four of us, are each going to think of a character from A Song of Ice and Fire. Don't go too specific because we've only played this game either 1 or 0 times. So don't go too specific with it, but think of a character and sort of lodge it in your brain. Everybody take a second.
My mind just blanked.
Do we have to go from the main series, or can be into the lore?
Let's go for the main series.
I've read-
for the first one, let's do the main series.
Actually, I have recently read Fire and Blood, and I know a decent number of characters. I haven't read all the way through the Duncan Egg novels. I started on the first one.
Dude, it's so good.
so-
I have a recording of it.
I'm going through
just
them
listen to it.
for the third time right now. The Duncan Egg books.
But I, my depth of knowledge is pretty good. But I've only done Feast and Dance once, so if you pick a really obscure character from one of those books, it might be a little tough.
I thought people have all read the books. Okay, all right.
Zach
fun
has
of
I've read-
everybody.
I've read all the books, but some of them only once. Only
Zach
a couple.
has done the 2 best books exactly one time.
Oh wow! All
I
right,
know.
I'll do somebody for the main
Embarrassing.
show or main show. Oh my god, the main series.
Yes, it was from the show. I watched all the way up till season 5, and then I quit because season 5 was bad. So you can do a character who only existed in the show if you wanted to. I don't know why you would.
Okay, I have my character.
Okay.
Me too.
I don't yet.
I have one.
All right, go ahead. I'm good.
All right, so Zach, now you are a contestant on a dating show. You get to come out, and it's the blind dating style, where you are on one side of a curtain, and you get to ask us questions. So you go down, you're like contestant number 1, contestant number 2. You get to ask these eligible bachelors, question like dating show style questions, like where would you take me out on a date? And at the end of 2 rounds, you need to guess who each of us is.
Okay. So I get 2 questions each for everybody.
Mm-hmm. You can ask
Okay.
us all the same question, or you can ask us each individual questions. For the sake of
I-
brevity, maybe it's best if we all get the same ones.
Yeah, I'll ask 2 questions out to the void, and you could all answer them in order of however you want to answer them, I guess. And then I'll do that. Okay. Question to all of my eligible bachelors and or bachelorettes. If you had to take me someplace exciting, I say I wanted to go to someplace exciting for our first date, where would you take me?
And now you do like contestant number 1 and decide who that is.
Contestant number 1. I'm going from the way I see them in the Discord call, so it's gonna be Tom first.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're looking for somewhere exciting.
Yes.
I would take you back to my hometown. Many people consider it exciting. I think it's a little dull, a little drab, although it is truly gorgeous, and I think that someone as dull as you might enjoy it.
Oof. Wow. Where is this? Can I ask that, or can I do follow-up questions, or no?
I know your type. You've probably never heard of it.
Okay. Hipster. I see. Contestant number 2, who we've decided is Duke. Where would you take me? That's exciting.
I would take you on a hunt. And yeah, we would hunt some fresh game and then eat it with some good strong wine. And yeah, that's exciting and a good date.
Okay. Contestant number 3, who is Mira. Where would you take me? That's exciting for a date.
Well, I must admit, I recently relocated and I don't get out much, but I have very well connected friends. So I'm sure I could get a recommendation from one of them to take you someplace that is simultaneously classy and exciting. We can have a very pleasant and respectful evening.
I really like this game.
I don't know if it came through of me dying laughing. And Taco, contestant number 4. Where would you take me? That's exciting.
Doesn't matter where we go. It's about what we do when we get there. And that is kill every living creature and harvest their bones.
Huh. Okay.
I would also like to add that there's definitely fucking.
There's nowhere
I've
more
harvested
exciting
a couple
than my
bones and
bedchamber.
See if we can harvest a bone later.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. This is a classic job interview. Spin on the classic job interview. Like, what's your biggest weakness? But I'm gonna make it a positive. Tell me how you've grown as a person in the last bit of your life, the last call it era of your life. What's some way that you've grown and improved as a person? Contestant number 1.
Growing. Everyone around me is always talking about growing. I find myself surrounded by people who should do a bit of growing of their own. My ex-husband, my kids, everyone. The dumbest people on planet Earth. The only people who need to do... The only growing I have done in the last 50 years is the amount of wine in this cup.
Thank you, Elena.
Yeah!
Contestant number 2.
I must say I have literally grown in the physical sense. Sadly, not vertically, more like horizontally. And gods, I was strong then.
Thank you, Bobby B. Contestant number 3.
Well, I at the time thought I was suffering from a misfortune of being involuntarily terminated from my lifelong position, but have since realized that it was actually beneficial. The scales fell from my eyes, and I was able to discover my one true purpose, even in my late stage of life. At which point I relocated.
Thank you, Janos Slint.
That's a good guess.
I have a different one.
Janice Slint had no honor.
He had
the
friends.
gold cloaks have no honor among them. I could
Yeah,
cut down 5 of them single-handedly.
Yes. Oh! You could cut down 5 of them single-handedly. Sorry. Thank you, Barristan.
Thank you.
And contestant number 4. How have you grown as a person?
I used to run my own clan, and now this guy calling himself king has made me kneel. So I have changed to a life of servitude until I murder him and harvest his bones.
Thank you, Rattleshirt.
Yay!
I would love to do one more round. Who would like to be the contestant?
I will. I can't think of any characters. Like, I literally only think of characters that are obscure. So the least I could come up with was Rattleshirt.
I love Rattleshirt.
That's a good
I almost
one.
went Donald Noy, and I was like, is that too far?
Where does Donald Noy take people on dates?
There's a finite number of characters with one
He's
arm.
a Smith,
though.
right?
Yeah, one-armed Smith. He also killed Harrison Ford's wife.
What?
No one's gonna get that reference.
Yeah, it's the
Fugitive.
one-armed man.
Yeah,
You gotta
Was it
believe
It
me.
was the one-armed man. All right, I'll be a contestant.
Zach, I'm
Let me-
so pleased that you used the word grow.
Growing strong.
Yeah.
I didn't. You're the only one I didn't get before. Like, I grabbed everybody else, but I was like, is it? I thought you were a Tyrion, but I was like, wait, what? Took me.
All right. When
first thought-
Mira mentioned highly connected friends, I immediately assumed Janice Slip, who's like, I have friends at King's Landing.
I thought Kyburn.
Yeah, I was going more for like, Daenerys and everybody I hang out with would know where to go, but I don't go anywhere.
That's true.
Mira cannot make her vocabulary not immaculate. Just playing Barristan on me like, well, when I choose the blah 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 blah, I can't even pretend to have that good of vocabulary. But I was like, Barristan doesn't talk like an aristocrat that much.
He does
Mira
though.
just
He
can't.
was a noble before he was a knight.
Yeah, of how
Also-
sell me. He harvested wheat.
Is somebody
Yeah, but he was
posted in our Discord recently? He also might have cured Rhaegar of being a horse.
Well, he said, and then Stark dishonored her. I mean, he
She turned to Stark. He's such a he's such a blame women for not liking him kind of guy. He's such an incel.
That's a lot of characters in a Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's in the King's Guard.
He has the word.
Not
I
Lynn
mean, how
Cobre.
could he?
Yeah,
has
that's
the
a vol
word.
spell technically.
He has the word incel in his name.
Baron
God.
Cell?
Tell me. Yeah. Confirmed. George R. R. Martin knew what he
Yep.
was doing. Tom, I have my character.
Oh, wait, a
Oh,
character.
Okay, I have one.
Is everybody good?
I think so.
I've got.
I have
mine.
one, yeah.
I've got mine. Yeah.
All right. To mix it up, I'm gonna go top or down to top from what I see, so it's not the same order. So it'll be going. Zach is contestant 1, Mira's contestant 2, Duke is 3, and some nerd is 4. So
Some nerd.
yeah.
Just
Well,
some
what's your
nerd.
name? You're some
Name
nerd
Tom.
nam ...
Name-
live. I don't know.
Name Tom.
I really enjoy my my Discord name. There aren't enough characters, and it's some nerdna.
Some nerd nam
A minion.
right now.
What did I say?
Discord.
No.
Damn it!
Who are
Alright.
we?
People.
Tigers.
And lions.
Oh, jeez, I'm confused. All right, is everybody
And
ready for the
bears.
dating game?
Yeah.
Oh my.
All right. Oh, man, I got to think of my question now.
I think that side is harder.
It is
Yeah,
harder.
oh yeah, it's way harder.
It's definitely hard. Oh well. All right. Okay. I rather like exploring cuisine of all sorts of origin, and I'm somebody with a very diverse palate. and I do like to try new foods. So, contestant 1, on our first date, what type of food will we be having?
We'll be having all sorts of different food because we'll be going on a cruise. I just so happen to be able to make that arrangement. You'll have to pack some bags. It's going to be a little bit, but I think we can sail from Dorne all the way to the Free Cities and make several profitable stops along the way. And during which we will dine with the finest and eat the greatest seafood. We'll get some of the great Dornish food, and I hear that they have very good food in Mur, and maybe we'll like all the way up the coast to Bravos, where I hear they have some very, very good lemon tarts.
Knew you were going
Maybe.
lemons. I saw the lemon joke coming from a mile away. All right, thank you. I'm not into crabs and lemons, but I appreciate the attempt. Contestant 2, same question. What are we eating today? Let's be your needs.
Well, the part of the world that I live in is a little remote, a little offset, but we can certainly take a trip down to the coast and feast upon some sister's stew, which is a unique delicacy that can only be found in this particular part of the world. With the crabs in it.
Yeah. Sister
Since you already
stew.
turned down crabs once.
I realize that my game is just food descriptions from George. All right. That sounds good. I do like a good old New England clam chowder, and I'm really excited to try sister clam chowder. It sounds really gross when I say it out loud like that. Sounds really, really awful.
Jamie's
Contestant
favorite dish.
3, what are we having today?
Yeah, to be honest, my people aren't really known for their cuisine. We are quite nomadic, so there would be lots of meat, probably cooked over fire, or maybe some kind of stew.
Mm.
With some
Unseasoned
porridge.
charred meat. I'm a big fan. All right, contestant 4. I've already decided on a different contestant to take the date on, but I might as well ask you anyways. What are we having for food?
Well, we don't go for those kinds of delicacies hanging out with me, all right? There's not going to be any lemon cakes, all right? And I never had much of a taste for sister stew unless I absolutely need to. It'll be simple, travel fare, salt pork, salt beef, maybe some onion. Maybe.
Eating like a real hedge knight. Sounds very drab, actually. Not a big fan of that. I assumed you were going to be the worst contestant, and I was right. All right. Well, if we have food already done, something I like to do is on first dates after we get food is to go on a romantic stroll, and that can be in any area at all or to a specific place. It can be in a city, on the romantic beach, in the woods. What do you think is the best romantic stroll? Contestant 1.
Well, I grew up on a island, a little small one, and I've spent a lot of times in islands recently. Don't tell my boss; she'd be mad. But I think a nice walk along
Oh
the
my
coast
god.
is the best way to unwind, to breathe in the air as it comes from the sea.
Well, unfortunate for you, I do not date bastards at Driftmark.
Ah, damn.
Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Yes. Oh god, I was not even close to getting anybody on the first question, so I'm really happy I've got one now. All right, I don't date bastards. All right, contestant 2. Now that we got that horrible Rain Waters out of here, where are we going on our walk?
Well, I am known where I grew up as the most expert climber. So we would go on a moonlight journey around, like up the mountain. We could even take the donkeys. The last part of the journey will have to go on foot, of course, but then we can see the beautiful view, the waterfall of Alyssa's tears.
It sounds really romantic, but I'm actually tied by what I told the first person, and I do not date bastards. So Maya Stone, why don't you take that basket back down to the gates of the moon and F out? 2 characters I've done videos for so far, so I'm actually good. All right. Contestant 3. Where are we going?
I can take you through some caves to a real nice hot spring, and yeah, that's a wonderful location.
If you are perchance the extremely attractive yet freckled pug-nosed redhead that I think you are, I am totally down for this date.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I don't even need to talk to contestant 4 if Igrit's one of the choices. All right, contestant 4. What do you got for me?
That's all right. I don't know that I should be here. The second best place for a walk is back to a man's family. But in order to get there, you have to take a stroll through a complicated route. The most comfortable place being, having your boots wet, if you know what I mean. But it's rarely that simple.
What?
I have no clue. You nimble dick? What are we doing here?
Wait.
May I guess?
I thought that one tracked.
Oh, I got nothing. Wet boots?
Track for me.
Going back to the family? No, I'm off. I'm way off.
Zach?
Oh, is it Howland Reed?
No? Zach, you got it?
Davos, right?
That's Devil Seward.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have mentioned your homely but awesome life.
I said
And
back
you're
to my
missing
family.
fingers.
You did say back family. I just love that he just constantly is like, gotta get back to my loving but very fat and ugly wife.
He doesn't say she's ugly. He just
No, he
says
never
she's
says.
plump.
Yeah, you're right. He never says ugly. He does, but I believe he says homely, but I'm not sure.
I mean, the two have like 9 children.
A lot of kids.
Just on the record.
I lost 4 of my sons in the Battle of Blackwater. I only have 5 left. Holy crap, dude!
All right.
All right. I missed on Davos, but 3 out of 4. I'm okay with that.
Zach, I was worried that we had the same person and you were doing oh god, what is the name of Davos's pirate friend?
Salvador San.
Thank you. I was worried that you were that your food one was on his ship.
Oh no, that'd be funny.
My first thought for Mira Reeds, I was like, she's not doing Godric Burrell, right? Like no one's like sister. That's the only sisterman I know.
The Erie isn't known for any particular food, so I was like, well, I live in a remote area, but we could go down to the coast.
Yeah. So like, I try to go really not obscure, and Godric Burrell, like no one's gonna do that.
All right, everybody, this has been.
That was good. I had fun.
Yeah,
I am going out with Igrit though. So.
This is very respectable, honestly. Given the option, it's a toss-up between Igret and Davos. Let's be fair here. My dude's
Maya Stone's out of the running, really?
No, Maya Stone is like a top 3 crush for me, which we will get into later. Maya Stone, I
doesn't date bastards.
Maya Stone,
but my character that I was playing doesn't date bastards.
Maya Stone intimidates me. I would go on a date with Maya Stone. I would not date Maya Stone.
Well, also, Luthor Brune has the hots for Maya Stone, and that dude just like murders fossil waste for breakfast. So like I would be like, all right, Luthor, man, you got it. Like I'm not gonna try.
Okay, I'm calling it right now. My new fanfic. I'm shipping Mira Reed and Maya Stone.
No.
It's happening.
Very well done. All right, everybody. This has been
Tracks.
Dating Game of Thrones. Thank you all for joining me. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.